There's a tree down in my neighbor's yard. It's a small tree, but it's still stuck in by the roots from what I can see. So I think I need a fairly good sized tractor for this. The project's probably going to be easy, but it may take me a little while to get set up for it because the tractor I'm going to use here is the Yanmar, and I've got the mower on it. I don't have a loader on it. And we have to get some weights on it. Let's get started. The mower was pretty trivial to get off. PTO shaft on it's pretty lightweight, easy to handle, and only 2 hydraulic hoses. Easy to get the pressure off of both of those. Really no issues on that. Let's go find the loader. Make sure we get straight toward it here. I get the hoses drooped on the right side of the front axle there, then I can drive in. Notice I don't have to use the clutch. I just use the brakes to stop it, sort of like a forklift or a car, I guess you could say. So I drive in until the tie rod essentially contacts that front loader base, and that should be far enough. Now we'll hook up the hoses. Okay, let's go get some weight and we'll be ready to go.
You're just zeroing it.
I have to take the filter out because it's so slow.
Do you like the location of the fill-up?
Oh yeah. Yeah, the fill-up's great here. I think they call it ground level fueling. Most tractors have it now. Most everything about this machine is handy. I've really been very impressed with it so far. I'm kind of surprised, actually. And the way I say that, you're probably saying, why would you be surprised? Well, we just don't hear much out of these tractors. So given that it's so, well, just excels in so many areas, it surprises me that they're not everywhere.
Was it empty?
It was pretty empty, yeah. It's hard to know when I mow on slopes and stuff. It gives me the low fuel warning sometimes before it's necessary, but it had been giving me the low fuel warning for a good while.
How much fuel do you think it's using? I'm
guessing, it's just a guess though, I'm thinking 2 to 3 gallons per hour. You know, this is a 60 horsepower tractor. It's not going to be as fuel efficient as a 25 horse. 11.2 gallons in it.
So how long have you worked before actually taking off for the project?
Yeah, we're ready to go now, aren't we?
Yeah.
It's probably been 30 minutes. Maybe a little more. I don't know this neighbor particularly well. I've only met him maybe 2 or 3 times now, but we do kind of mow up against each other. In other words, he mows part of the roadside that I mow down along here. I'll show you in a little bit. A really nice guy. Christy and I decided we were going to go try to clean up this tree. It's interesting. I'm not sure whether he was going to clean it up at all, and I'll explain that in a few minutes as well. But we'd already decided we were going to go try to help him with this, and then we happened into him at a memorial service for another neighbor's son this past weekend, and I said, hey, I'm wanting to get that tree out of your yard. He said, come on over. So that's what we're going to do. And yeah, I probably would have got it without even asking him. But since I saw him, I was going to let him know. Now the county's putting in a roundabout down here. The city, county, I don't know, whoever owns it. And unfortunately, they're going to be taking a lot of this neighbor's yard. The roundabout, the whole idea is fine. I love a roundabout, but the way they're going about this one is kind of frustrating. The right-of-way comes within, like, I don't know, somewhere between 5 and 10 feet of his yard or his front door. And I just don't think that's right. I think they should have bought his house, and then they're offsetting the roundabout so that it's kind of awkward for driving through it, so that they didn't have to buy his house, and they're going to decrease his home value and put him in a difficult situation. They should have bought his house, and it just wasn't the right thing to do. All the neighbors got together and tried to influence that, but we didn't have any success, quite frankly. The roundabout probably won't be done this year, but some of the utilities that they're going to have to move and get prepared for it will be done starting fairly soon, I think. I'll show you the tree here in just a second. Christy's beat us here. I'm going to show you the tree here from the tractor, and then I'll give her the camera. So here we are. The only challenge I see here, and the reason I brought the bigger tractor, is because of these roots that you can see right down there. I think they're still attached, and I feel like I can just push it with the grapple here and dislodge those roots. Maybe I should find a four-wheel drive. Help keep from tearing up his yard any more than... I was in road gear. The thing has so much pushing power that I didn't even recognize I was in road gear. Got her broke loose now. Got it kind of caught in my grapple. There we go. But one big root headed right toward me. I'm being slow and deliberate here because I'm trying to keep from tearing up his yard any more than I have to. If I were out in the brush or in a field somewhere, I would likely get that grapple down 3 or 4 inches below ground and just plow with it. Back up here a little bit and grab it in another spot. Maybe I'll drive it out here and get it out of the way a little bit, and then I'll do some more of the cleanup. Now the camera's looking at the left side of my grapple, I think, but the right side is where I'm interested here. These roots that were sticking up. Turn a little bit more here at the side and see if I can get that up. Last one. It's sticking straight up. Those are the hardest kind, the ones that stick straight up, because you can't really get a grapple under it. You can try to squeeze it maybe and pull it. Like that. That's pretty cool. Where the grapple is here is definitely part of the new right-of-way for the roundabout. The road may actually be fairly close here. A lot of sod here on this side over here. I'd like not to get. Oh, perfect. Look at that. Oh, I lost a sod. Got a bunch of sod. That'll help. Oh, that's most of it. Let's see if we can use our root rake to rake some roots. You guys got a better view than I. Did we get anything? What do you think? Are we getting there?
I think so. You had a few, what do you call them, runners or whatever? I'll see if you can pull that one.
I wasn't sure the grapple would be able to hold on to that big one, but it pulled it right out.
Yep.
I'm not going to be able to do this.
Eh,
I'm old and weak.
well, you got a strong tractor, so.
It's amazing, actually, how much they dig in there. Hold on.
Yeah. Well, that thing had been there for years. How much do we need to clean it up for him?
I don't know. I'll see if I can grab that one.
Ah. It would have fit had it not been broken, I think.
I think I'm going to leave the rest of that for him. I guess I could take my shoe and get some of this dirt off of here. Okay, so the biggest challenge now is getting home with it. I don't know if you can see the far end. Yeah, I believe you can see the far end. I'll get it. See if you can see that. So all you Sallies can start complaining about me going down the road with this big wide trunk. Have to go around every sign and every mailbox. Neighbor Chris out weed eating his mom's driveway. I think his mom's 96. And you're saying you can't see down the road. Well, I can't either. Don't really want to raise the loader much more, and if I lower it, I'll be in the ground out on the right end. Should be a mailbox coming up. I can lean out and look down the road then. What do you think of neighbor Rex's flags? He put new flags on, the others were getting a little tattered. Well, I guess that one there doesn't look totally new, but I think they look good. I don't know how many he's got now. Okay, another mailbox coming up. Oncoming traffic? Nope. I thoroughly enjoy being able to help neighbors with projects like this that didn't take me but just a few minutes, and it was an enormous amount of fun. But for him, he had started on it with his chainsaw, and his chainsaw didn't run very good, so he had to go get it repaired. Well, that's 2 weeks he has to wait on the chainsaw to come back. And then he's not a young man, and he doesn't, you know, he'd have to pick it all up and do it by hand. Meanwhile, we're going to have it out of his way. And that just, it's just something I can do, right? You know, it's probably not a big deal, but I thoroughly enjoy
Being able to help the neighbors?
being able to help a neighbor. They, you know, they can't do it nearly as easily as we can.
No, it took like 10, 15 minutes is all.
Yeah, and it was fun for me. So why not, right?
It's a little hot for me.
Well, my cab worked better than yours.
Yeah.
Little Sparky's a lot of fun though.
It is, yeah. Somebody's trying to climb my back.
The bigger tractor worked better for this because I didn't tear up the yard. I think I probably could have got a lot of that done even with the 1025R.
But you would have spun your tires?
I would have spun and I would have dug and I would have clawed, and it just, you know, so having the bigger tractor just made it better. Now, I did leave some tire lug marks in his yard, right? So we'll see if that bothers him. We'll probably never hear anything.
Well, technically, it's not his yard anymore.
That part is not his yard. I was telling him about that.
Yeah.
So he was tempted to just leave it, but since he's going ahead and mowing it,
Right.
for now, he was gonna have to do something with it. So I'm glad we helped him.
Kind of sad situation.
Have you got a neighbor that needs a project done? Seek them out if it's something you can do, and see if you can help them out.
Yeah.
It makes you feel better, and maybe you know, maybe you'll strengthen the relationship a little bit. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time on
Tractor Time with Tim.
The commandments: you shall not commit adultery, you shall not murder, you shall not steal, you shall not covet, and whatever other command there may be are summed up in this one command: love your neighbor as yourself.
And Izzy. You're a strange cat.
What do you think, Bo?